My name is Kosi Ihem, and I am on my biggest regrets. Well, my biggest regrets would probably have to be the fact that I kind of took school for granted, because of the fact that, let's just say at a young stage in life, sometimes it feels like when you're going through some kind of experiences, especially the ones that have to do with school, it feels like you know more than possibly everybody around you, and you make bad decisions, possibly because of peer pressure or things you might be thinking of aside economics and possibly studying. And I've been told over the years that, school not scam and stuff like that. I mean, this is Nigeria now. There are a lot of things that have gone down. We already know that. But the thing is that school is not scam, because if you check the whole context, you see that it makes us what we are at the end. We learn a lot of things from this thing we call an institution, the scam. It's not just there to, scam us. We actually learn stuff. And this stuff, or should I say these things that we learn, they are helpful. Because you find yourself needful of some kind of things later on in the future, and you see that these things are linked back to the school age. So I think one of my biggest regrets so far so good is the fact that I actually took school for granted, and it had to, take me a long time to finish school, because I can't really deny anything. Right now I'm still in school, literally. I'm actually in level 200, and I might start exam anytime soon. Yeah, that's my life. I'm thinking I should have been done with school by when I was 22, yeah, but I took my arts for, everything it was. Although it's actually everything is. My life is all about art. I love everything that concerns art. And I still dabble in music, music production. I love music. Everything that has to do with music and art is like, it's my life, and I can't discard it. Although it doesn't really mean that I shouldn't take school serious. At the end of the day, I see myself still trying to go through school. So you just have to find a way to multitask everything. I mean, we're human beings, just like computers, You can carry out 3 tasks, not at the same time, possibly at a given time, but you just have to complete the task. And it's important because I think it's what will make people to consider you more, or even want to listen to you. Possibly because you're certified and you have the certificate for it. The challenge I had mostly wasn't from the outside barrier, it was from the inside, because outside I didn't really look, dumb to people, like, they didn't really have a description of me because I always looked smart, even though I didn't really go through the institution, But I think the more of challenge I had was when my mom called me a jack of all trade, and it was like, I couldn't really place how much it was hurtful to me, but it hurt me though, and I found a way to strive through it, because there are things that happen to you in life when you allow things that people say to you affect you, It feels like they can dominate you with just a thought, or possibly saying something to hurt you. You should look at these things as motivations. It's like when a person tries to possibly, or let me put it like this. When you ask a person for something and they don't help you, and you feel hurt, it's like, yeah, this person doesn't want to help me. But indirectly, that person is trying to say that I really don't need to help you to get to that stage. You can do it yourself. It's kind of a motivation. Depends on the way you look at it. So I would advise, in the space of everything I've said, for anybody that is taking anything that is doing in life seriously, literally, you need to know that the fact that life exists, it's a serious thing. I mean, and these things have been secluded with a lot of barriers: school, money, hustle, the afterlife, literally everything as a whole. It's universal, and it's not been happening since like yesterday. It's like been over billions of years. So we're dated back to the old times, and we have to acknowledge the fact that we have to make our ancestors proud. Yeah, the knowledge we pass it down. We don't just acquire it and keep it inside us. So if you're not possibly thinking of going to school, or if you haven't finished school, maybe it's one of the reasons you might be seeing things hard, because no matter how much of talent you have, your credentials will speak more for you. I just feel like we should take things more seriously, especially our parents, because most times we feel like they don't really know what they're saying, but they do. No matter how much of, insights we can't see, they have seen things before us. So their life is possibly a collage of experience, or should I say experiences passed down onto us through slight information. So we should just be happy for the fact that, somehow, ultimately there's always a second chance. It's just based on the fact that if you're willing to take it, you can actually step up to it. Everything is a challenge. You need to understand that you can do it no matter how hard it seems, no matter how rigid it might look. You just have to acknowledge the fact that things can actually go right if you do the right things, especially on the right time.